Let's get all this set up. Hey, how's it going, everyone? Just let me know if you can hear me and everything. We're going to give the live stream a few minutes before we jump into it. All right, just going to be a few minutes before we jump into this. I'm just double checking all the settings and everything to make sure we are good to go. If you are currently in the chat, go ahead and let me know if you can hear me, if everything's sounding pretty good so far before we jump into gameplay. Hey, how's it going, everyone? Anyone jumping into chat right now, just let me know if you can hear me. Just want to make sure all the audio and everything is good to go before we jump into gameplay. All right, I think we're going to get started here. Not sure if anybody is currently in chat yet. If you are, please let me know if you can hear my voice and everything like that. If you're one of those that is watching this after the live stream, welcome. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm really excited to jump into Genesis 1 here and take a look at it. And let me switch a couple things over and we're going to get started here. I'm going to be honest, I'm not exactly sure how long I'm going to be able to live stream tonight. It could be, honestly, 30 minutes. It could be 2.5 hours. I'm not entirely sure. We do have a long day tomorrow for the 4th of July and everything. So, yeah, got to keep that in mind, basically. But I hope you guys are excited. I certainly am. Let me know visually how the live stream is looking too, because I pretty much spent the entire day going through and rebuilding my entire... I don't want to say software. That's not the right word. I went ahead and rebuilt pretty much everything in Streamlabs to set up live streaming and everything. So, as you guys may or may not know, I am using a new laptop and everything for my recordings and all that kind of stuff. It's just trying to clean up my desk area a little bit. So greatly appreciate it if you guys can let me know if visually, audio-wise, everything is sounding and looking good. But nevertheless, of course, guys, a couple things to talk about right at the beginning. We, of course, have Tides of Fortune. Really excited to take a look at this. Yes, I did end up buying this DLC. I also went ahead and bought the... Where is it? Dragantopia one, too. I know... I'm just realizing this is... What you guys are seeing is way behind what I'm seeing, so it's throwing me off a little bit. What I am realizing is with Dragantopia, I looked at the trailer and of course I watched a couple videos on it and everything too. It is How to Train Your Dragon. It is a little pricey. I think it's at like $30 here on console. I bought it anyways because I do like the idea of it. I think if I'm going to throw my opinion out there, I think it is very dangerously close to How to Train Your Dragon. I'm not exactly sure how they were able to pull it off, if I'm going to be honest. But nevertheless, really excited to check that out at a later time. But for right now, we're pretty much just going to jump into Genesis 1, kind of take a look around and see what they've honestly changed here. And I'm really excited. I hope you guys are too. So, Genesis 1, let's jump into single player here. Oh, really? All right, let's switch you guys back over to, let's do Be Right Back. I could have sworn I installed this. I know on Xbox we had a problem where it didn't release at the same time as everything else. I'm not entirely sure. I kind of just assumed that it was going to download on its own, but maybe, yeah, it looks like I had to go into the store to actually get it downloaded. So we'll be hanging out on this screen for a little bit, at least until I can get that back up and running. I guess I will keep track on my end so we can just jump straight into the action once we're good to go again. If anyone has made it to the chat, welcome. If you guys have started to play Genesis Ascended, how are you guys liking it so far? And also, good news, it looks like it's only going to be about 3 minutes-ish to download, so thankfully not going to take too long. We're not going to be on the screen for another 45 minutes, thankfully. And for those of you at home watching this after the fact, let me know. What are you guys liking so far about Genesis? I'm really excited for it. I know when Genesis, the original, came out on ASE, it was a nightmare, to say the least. I will admit, back in the ASE days, I wasn't really a huge Genesis fan, but with everything that they're adding, with yeah, the idea that we kind of just took Atlas and moved it over to Genesis in this kind of DLC pack. I'm interested in it. I'm curious to see what they've done to the ocean biome. I'm curious to see if we still have like the what did we have? We had like a teleporting, right, with HLNA. Are they still doing that? Is it kind of set up like the island map where you'll be able to just kind of cross over into the biomes? Or do we have to use the teleportation? There's a lot of questions with this DLC, and I'm excited for it because I felt like with this one in particular, Wildcard didn't really tell us a lot. I feel like when we have these launches with these maps, it just seems like we get so much information where once you get into it, it's like, okay, yeah, we've heard all this already. At least with this map, I felt like they kept a lot of stuff very close until obviously release day, where we just got all of this stuff thrown on us. So I'm really excited to take a look at it. I do remember Genesis ASE being an absolute nightmare. I am expecting the same with ASA. We'll have to see. Looks like we got about 19 seconds until I have it fully downloaded. Apologies for that, guys. Koa, I'm doing well. How are you? But yeah, for people that are just coming into the chat and everything now, I mentioned this right at the beginning of the live stream. I don't know how long I'm going to be live streaming. Right now, my wife is out with her friends and stuff. I don't know exactly when she's going to be back. And we also have plans all day tomorrow for the 4th of July. So this could be a 30-minute live stream. This could be a 2.5-hour live stream. I'm not entirely sure. We're just going to kind of jump into it with a brand new character and everything too, because apparently they've done a couple of other changes, not only with the Tides of Fortune and stuff like that, but you can play as Bob now, apparently. I think that's a pretty cool concept, and apparently Carl Urban will do the voiceovers and everything for that too, which is actually really interesting, to say the least. Let's switch you guys back over to gameplay, because I am heading to the title screen at this point. I do know that the live stream really goes behind me talking and everything. So I'm seeing the title screen right now. I think you guys are still on the Be Right Back. So yeah, it's one of those things of not doing a lot of live streams and stuff. It's one of those things that I have to, keep in the back of my mind. But nevertheless, Genesis 1, I hope you guys are excited. I certainly am too. Let's have a quick look here and see how okay, so this all looks kind of the same. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, anyone jumping in chat who wasn't here at the beginning of the live stream, I actually spent the entire day too kind of resetting this whole live streaming thing up. Using Streamlabs, because as you guys may or may not know, I'm using a new laptop for all of my recordings and all that kind of stuff. It's a little bit easier on me. There's not as many wires and stuff like that. It's also a MacBook I'm using, so a MacBook Air. So for me, it's been a little bit easier. I use the same one now for both recording and all that kind of stuff, and then also real estate and everything too. So it's been nice just being able to use one computer, but nevertheless, I've had to go through and literally start from scratch with Streamlabs. So that's the audio, that's the video, and all that. So anything you can throw in the comments, or if you guys are watching this after the live stream, any kind of feedback you can give me, greatly appreciated, and I'll go through after the fact and see what I need to kind of tinker with and everything, since it has been a relatively long time since doing this. I don't think any of the voices are anything different here. I feel like, I don't know, apparently you're able to play as Bob, which I think is really cool. I don't know if I want to click this stuff, though, because I do like how my character looks. I was kind of just hoping that it would say, like, Bob. You know what I mean? So, I'm not noticing some... you guys did say that there is a couple of new hairstyles. I'm going to be honest, before we check it out, I think I did see in the trailer, I think they added the Syntac hair. They did. Yeah, it's here. Okay. Interesting. And I don't have any mods on, so I guess these are the official hairstyles that you can have now. So the normal curls, the normal hair that I always use as my character, flinger ponytail. Yeah, I don't know any other content creators that use this stuff. There we go. Yeah, the Syntac dreads. Okay, and then they also gave us this. Now, is this normal, or is this part of one of the mods that I might have downloaded, like Marnie's mod or something like that? I don't think it is, but... And then they gave another longer hair. Okay, and then we have a little ponytail looking thing. Okay, we'll just stick with my normal one. I'm not going to go too nuts with this. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything specific. Oh, it's probably under cosmetics, right? Maybe not. Huh. I was kind of expecting a button right in the beginning here to say, like, load as Bob. I don't know. I'm assuming it's probably under cosmetics, but, like, why would I have to unlock the skin for Bob under all of these? That's kind of what I'm curious about. But I think, nevertheless, we're going to move on from this. It does say General Moore, Phase 1, 2, and 3, so maybe it is one of these? But yeah, so I think we're just going to jump in and kind of see. Here we go. So we have the ocean biome is considered easy now, which I find very... Oh, wait, no, it was always easy, wasn't it? I know the bog was easy. That was always... Huh. Okay, so 1 second here. The ocean gets the entire map, but then all you did was just cut this out? Anybody else feel kind of funny about that? Doesn't that seem a little weird? Why wouldn't they have just... I know I'm pointing at the screen like you guys could see what I'm doing, but like, why wouldn't they have increased the size of each one? Like, the snow biome should have went up to the same size as the bog biome, and then the lunar biome and the volcanic biome would have just widened out a little bit. Now you just have this open space. Oh, wait, that's the No, it's not. So they literally just cut it out of here, and they just put the ocean here. I don't know. That feels kind of lazy, doesn't it? I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little too harsh. This just doesn't make sense to me. Why have this open space here? Why make it a U-shaped map? I don't know. All right, so you know what we're going to do? We're going to jump into the traditional ones first. We're going to start with the bog. We're going to go into the Arctic, the volcanic, the lunar. And then from there, we'll jump into the ocean, of course, and kind of see what all of that is going on. Wish me luck in the bog. Let's see how this goes. Ooh. I forgot cinematics.
Bob, you followed me?
Nah. Okay, maybe Honker here went after you, but I was just chasing him down.
Sure.
Scout's honor. He got real worried after you ran away.
I'm sorry that I...
Stormed off in a huff and left us high and dry? I think nothing of it. You know we got your back, kid. No matter what.
Aw, thanks, you too.
But now we're here. You think maybe you can let us in on what exactly you're planning to do? Because you mentioned wanting to bring Diana back, but you know your dad destroyed the only way of doing that. Look, I'm not saying I agree with what he did, or the way he did it, but that gizmo he wrecked was the only way to, respawn anyone.
No, Bob, there's another way. I know where another machine is, and how to turn it on.
And where's that?
At the bottom of the Ever Cave?
Oh, so no big deal then. Just a friendly trip down a mile-deep hole crawling with man-eaters. And you came by this information how?
I made a promise not to tell, and I've got to keep that promise.
Of course you did. So, you're gonna hoard intel tighter than Ike on D-Day.
You did say no matter what.
I did, didn't I? All right then, Little Miss Supreme Allied Commander. I just got one question. When do we start?
Okay.
Hello, I'm
Maybe not
HLA,
yet.
a fractal personality designed to be your guide. Just listen to me and you won't get yourself killed. Probably. I knew this too.
And
Any
we're
landing you
back
can walk
in the
away from is a
biome.
good one, huh?
Oh, God.
Welcome to the Genesis
Just bad memories just
simulation.
straight away.
Here you'll be tested across 5 biomes,
Okay.
each with its own dangers and rewards. I'll be with you every step of the way. Interact with me when you want to teleport from one biome to another,
Okay.
or when you want to spend some of the hexagons you'll earn for completing missions. Those missions are how the simulation tests you. How you'll prove you're the ultimate survivor. First though, we have some exploring ahead of us. Ready to go?
All right, so now that there's no more commentary, a couple things I want to mention. First thing, I noticed that they did that in Lost Colony, where they kind of added a trailer right at the beginning. And first of all, this trailer that they just did, or this video, whatever they just did, blows the first one out of the water. I think graphically, this one looked incredible. You know, like, did you guys see how that Parasaur looked? That was really cool. I kind of wish that they made the normal Parasaur like that, you know? But, oh, those things again. Remember those? What were those called again? Those mosquito things. They're going to end up attacking me, too. Yeah, so I think I have the Paleo mod on because you're showing up here. Okay. But besides that, the map looks great. That was, yes, Zaf, that was Mika. The map looks really, really nice. We got a level. Cool. But yeah, I think we're just going to kind of run around and explore. We'll jump to the other biomes and everything, too. Now, back in the old ASE days... Okay, no, that's an Iguanodon. Okay, good. Back in the old ASE days, and apologies if I'm going to mess up the buttons here a little bit. I'm going to be honest, it's been a little bit since I've been on Ark. I've actually been playing... There's the skin. Bob Accessory Skin. Okay, and then basically you just put this on, and all of a sudden... Oh, God. Okay, I don't think that looks exactly like... Okay, wait. Okay, it's... I don't think... let me get into a little bit better light for you guys, too. It's... Okay, so you do get his voice and everything, but the face is a little off. I don't know what it is. Maybe you guys will let me know, but the face just looks a little... They got to work on that a little bit more, I think. Just needs a little touching. All right. I am going to take that skin off if I can remember the buttons. Yeah, I've actually been playing... I mean, look at this picture, right? The one that we saw in the trailer. And then look at the other one. Oh, here we go. Shoot. And the problem is now I can't take the Bob skin off, so we're going to be listening to Bob for a little bit here. Oh, God, yeah. Ooh, Peggy Rhino. You look nice. Okay. That's right. I do remember how this was the only... This was the only map in Ark Survival Evolved that kind of made the specific colors of the creatures make sense for the biome that they were in. Do you guys remember that? All right, let's take this face off. How do we do that? Skill trees. Oh my gosh, we just have so many skill trees now. All right. Let's just get this face off. If I can figure it out. Unequip, right trigger. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we're back to the normal face again. Okay, good. Okay, and it didn't mess anything up with my character, which is nice. Yeah, maybe it probably does have to do with the character shape, Zaf. Yeah, I think it definitely has to do with that, which can get kind of interesting when you randomize characters, if that's the way it goes. That would be kind of funny. So, HLNA was mentioning about I keep saying transporting, no. Teleportation, here we go. I am going to stay in the bog for a minute. I just kind of want to see, do you remember back in ASE when the biomes, okay, so we're in the bottom corner, right? So if we do this, and we do this, and we do this, and we put west, we should spawn in the west region, right? Do you guys remember how this would not work? It would just keep sending you regardless where you put yourself. Northwest, west, south, east was literally the same spot. So I'm curious if they did get the spawning right. One thing I am noticing here, which is really good, and I don't know if it's because this is the first map we spawned into, not a lot of dinos right now. Like, it's taking a while for them to build up, which I like, especially if you do make the mistake and you end up in the bog biome. So you don't have to deal with...
Right on target.
Okay, so it did west. Okay, I'll give it that. That's more southwest. But it's still kind of west nevertheless, right? Now let's see. We'll do one more test, and we'll literally just go north.
Teleport ready.
Can we keep the map out as we're teleporting just to see where it jumps us? But yeah, I remember when playing this map, I absolutely loved the snow biome. I thought the snow biome was probably the easiest to work with. Oh, if we start getting attacked, come on. Come on. This takes a very long time to teleport.
Here we go.
There we go. We're still getting hurt. So it did put us north.
Right on target.
Okay. All right. At least teleporting-wise works a little bit better than it did in ASE. Couple other things. Let's take a look at HLNA here. So we have the Hexagon store. That's right.
Welcome to the Hexagon Exchange.
Now, has anything been updated in here? No, everything kind of looks the same. 2 million in order to get yourself a legendary chibi? Wow. But yeah, I do remember these supply crates. Okay, cool. Okay, so it looks like the store is pretty much the same. I am clicking B, and for some reason I cannot leave this screen. I don't know if you guys can hear the snapping of the... what if I press Y? No. What if I press right trigger? Do I have to... Okay, so I physically have to X out. Okay, sounds good. All right, a little bit of product testing here, guys. HLNA settings, we have mission area boundaries. I remember that. We are going to move again because we have these bugs near us. These things are like homing missiles, man. Jeez. Everywhere we go, they go. Okay, we need to get our stam up. But yeah, so I've been actually playing a lot of Grounded recently. And, you know, it's so funny jumping back into this because I'm like clicking buttons expecting like to have a two-handed sword or anything. Oh, man. But yeah, the one thing in Grounded I've been able to do is get like really fast stamina regen. Like literally as I'm running, I'll stop, stam regens in a second, and then I kind of move on. So you'll see me doing a lot of running and then having to stand there for 25 minutes waiting for our stam to get back up. Speaking of the devil, there is a raptor in the distance. HLNA, you also have Arrival Protocol. Okay, we know about that. Chit Chat and... Okay. I noticed one thing on PC, which I'm not noticing here on console, which is a bit unfortunate, is... on PC, you guys have a lot of wind and everything, and it doesn't look like that's made its way over to console, because if you check this biome out on PC, the trees are moving and leaves are moving everywhere and everything, so it's a bit unfortunate that it hasn't made its way over to, especially being on the Series X, but let's see. We're going to move to a different region at this point. Let's just do the Arctic biome. You know what I do want to do real quick, though? One of my favorite games, HLNA settings, compact mode on. Okay, that might be a good thing. Set verbosity. How often do I talk? Yeah, that's a good quality of life setting. I think we had that in ASE, if I'm not mistaken. Where's the missions list? One of my favorite missions, Dodo Ball. Yes. Tell me where Dodo Ball is. It is over that direction, near where we were before. 340 meters. Let's go take a look at that real quick. Hopefully we don't die in this water. I will say the water looks very, very cool. Oh, maybe not. It's a little too clear underneath. I was kind of expecting... Oh, please just get out of the water. Never mind. I was kind of expecting...
This, mate. Sorry, but it's true.
Okay, well, I don't even know what she said, but that's okay. Let's jump back in. Yeah, you know what?
Dodo Ball... survivor down.
Dodo Ball was one of those missions that, like, obviously it wasn't really a mission. It was more just like, hey, you want some loot? That's pretty much all it was just kind of like a loot grab, right? So let's see if it's still the same. And let's see how far we are. I'm not seeing it show up. Okay. Oh, because you have to click the track mission dispatcher. That's right. Okay, 3,000 meters. Okay. Where is Dodo Ball? So Dodo Ball... Oh, wow. We died literally right by it. Okay. Can I hold X in order to... No, I have to talk to HLNA for this. Okay. So we are going to go to the bog northeast.
Teleport ready.
And I'm hoping that's going to put us literally right at the spot. You know, back in ASE, I don't think I really ever did the hunt missions because they were just so incredibly just insane on console. Like, if you guys remember, there were a lot of missions, even in Genesis 2 also, where alpha missions were impossible to do, whether it was a timed event or something like that.
Teleport activated.
The one that comes to mind is the canoe mission in Gen 2, right?
Right on target.
Like, you can never do it in ASE because the time was just too quick. Are these guys really going to come after us again? But there it is. You know, I kind of like this a little bit better because it does look like it belongs in this environment. I don't know why. I feel like back on ASE, it looked like a normal basketball court, right? These guys are going to attack me. Let's see if we can just do a Dodo Ball Alpha. We'll do Gamma just to remember how to do this. I don't know if I can shoot at either one. Okay, we're going to end up dying. Yeah, remember, this was the reason we didn't like the bog biome. Just having to deal with these guys all the time. And at least I got one in. Okay, I'm at least happy with that. All right, we'll let them kill me, and then we're going to move on to a different region. Oh, I only need 10? Oh, yeah, no, I'm going to die, though. They're just going to stick with me here. I mean, if I can get through 10 relatively quickly, if I can kind of just keep running away from these guys. All right, that's 6. Will they allow me to shoot on this net too? No. Okay. So it is like ASE where you only do this on one net. Okay. Okay, that should be good. Give me the next one. I remember in the ASE days, I would literally... That should do it. There we go.
Time's up, Survivor.
Okay, so where's the loot?
You passed with flying colors.
We got an Aranio saddle. Granted, it's primitive. Okay, so it's not as good as what we had in ASE. Of course, that's one little quick test and everything. I'm not going to bother making a torch and spear and stuff just because we're going to be jumping biome to biome. If I die, I die. No big deal. But right now, we are going to head to... Let's go to the snow biome, and let's go north. Let's see if we can actually survive this. I don't think we're going to be able to, but... nope, there we go. Never mind. We're not going to make it. There's no way. All right, never mind.
Really? You gonna let a thing like that do you in? Yes, you are.
Yes, I am, HLNA. All right, anyways. Let's jump into the snow biome just to see how it looks. But overall, the bog looks gorgeous. How is this going to look? I mean, this always looks
good to be
really
back.
Nice.
Ready for action.
Now, oh, they added the Lost Colony. Look at this with the snow. Nice. I was really hoping they were going to do this, especially having this in Lost Colony. Nice. Okay. Cool. Cool. Yeah, this is a cool looking biome. Oh, man. Oh, the avalanches. How are they going to look? Because ASE, they did not look good. I want to see... It sounds like there should be a... Where is this avalanche? Because first of all... It's a very slow avalanche. I don't even know where it was. Okay, well. It is kind of good, though, that it's currently 13:47, so 1:47 in the afternoon. And, you know, we're dying, but we're slowly dying. You know what I mean? It's not like... Remember in ASE, it was like sometimes instantaneously, like your health was down to like 5% right after the opening animation. So it is good that they kind of have made your character a little more formidable, if that makes sense. But it does look really nice. Yeah, this looks really nice. My biggest concern, of course, is going to be what do the avalanches look like? Because in ASE, they just didn't look good. And I don't know if it was because of the build of the game and trying to get this to work on the older consoles. I'm not really sure, but... Oh, so here's... Ooh. Okay. Now, what happens if we go into it? Okay, well, we die, obviously.
Ooh, that
That's
must
fine.
have hurt.
But they look nice. That gives me hope. Because another thing I'll mention, and I'm sorry that this is coming out as, like, me complaining. It's not the intention or anything here. We're going to jump back into the snow biome. Hopefully we end up in a little bit of a different spot than before. Nope, we ended up in the same spot. Okay, sounds good. We'll teleport somewhere else, but...
Let's have another go, huh?
One of my biggest disappointments with Scorched Earth was seeing the trailer and seeing that sandstorm roll in. And then we got none of that on console, and it was just kind of like... You know what I mean? Like, not that it left a bad taste in my mouth or anything, but it was just more like... But anyways, we're going to jump around this biome just to see if we can check out some other spots here. Of course, look, we're freezing, we're cold, we're going to die at some point. It's no big deal. It is what it is. You know, we're really just checking this out. I'm not going to be jumping back into arc for a little bit, I do want to finish up the Long Dark Story mode, which episode
Teleport
2
now.
is looking to come out
Coordinates confirmed.
on Tuesday.
Teleport complete.
But it has been... Episode 2 is extremely long. I think right now, before editing, I'm 6.5, 7 hours in, and I'm still not done with episode 2. Just to give you guys an idea. And that is the reason why it is a different style of video that I've traditionally done, but I am enjoying it. And if any of you guys have watched it, even if you've had it on the background while kind of doing your own thing, hey, you know, that's kind of the dream. That's kind of what I'm looking for with this, because, you know, they're longer videos. It's longer form content. Excuse me. But I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying jumping back into that world of the Long Dark. And if you guys are watching it, any of you out there, I hope you guys are enjoying it too. But yeah, this biome always has had a special place in my heart, though, honestly. Ended up building one of my first bases in the snow biome in the Genesis. I think it was a Genesis series that we did, right? That I think we started in the snow biome, and I ended up building a base, and I really liked that spot. It was such a small little spot, but I would never be able to find it right now, but that's okay. I think once our character dies, we'll move... Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say it looks the same, because it doesn't. It just looks updated, you know? I like it. I think both biomes have looked great so far, but I think how this is going to kind of work is all the biomes are just going to be kind of a copy and paste of what they were in ASE with a little bit of updates and all that kind of stuff. And then the ocean is going to be the big one, of course, you know what I mean? With everything that they added in from Atlas, and then with, I was about to say Bob's True Tales, but no, it's not part of Bob's True Tales anymore. It is the Tides of Fortune with Dragantopia, which I'm curious if the pre-order stuff for Dragantopia is going to show up on this map or not, because there is a dragon apparently, but I don't think this map allows flyers, so I'm not sure how that works. Maybe they just spawn in the ocean biome specifically. I'm not entirely sure, but well, that's the snow biome.
Were you listening?
I mean, you know, you see a little bit of snow here, you see a little snow there, you kind of have it covered, right? So I think we're going to go to the volcanic biome next. We're going to take a look at this, and this is going to be kind of similar to the snow. Once you see a little bit of lava, you've seen it all, but nevertheless, I would like to potentially see the volcano erupt, especially since...
That's all right.
I thought those
You're
were...
bouncing back.
Okay, I don't know why I thought those were going to be pretty bad news, but... Okay, this... Initially, first impressions, this is my favorite one so far. This is my favorite one so far. I don't know if they put a filter on this. I don't know what they did, but it really just... I don't know. It just looks... Can I get up there, please? Thank you. It just looks really good. We got the flowing lava with kind of like the ash flying around. I feel like that was a thing in ASE 2. The volcano looks great. But yeah, this looks pretty cool. Are these the... I don't remember them having this. Is this the... Oh, God. Well, we're dead. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Well, we're going to die anyways, because now we're in the sulfur. There's a sulfur area here? This has got to be sulfur, right? Because it's yellow? Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. The X variants on this have flames. Oh, no, it's not flames, but they... Oh, man, I remember you guys extra. Look how nice they look. Oh, man, that's awesome. Can I drink this, or am I going to just, like... Oh, no, this is... Okay, good. Okay. Oh, they got little babies, too. Look at that. It's got a mutation. That's kind of cool. Where's that other one, by the way? Oh, so you can... Oh, no. I was going to say, you can have normal babies along with the X... Oh, look at that. And they're all low levels, which is nice. Yeah, I love the X variant creatures. I know we missed some in the snow and bog. But these are just so easy to spot. I mean, look at that. Oh, it's level 5. Should come over here in the level 5 challenge. Okay, this is cool. I like this biome. Yeah, look at you, man. Oh, no, that's one of the... Okay, no, I thought that was loot for a second. No, that's one of the Rockwell... I don't remember what they're called, honestly, but... All right, let's jump to another part of the biome. Where are we currently? Just so... Okay, so we're in the south, so let's go north. And then I think from there we'll...
Preparing to teleport.
We'll switch over to another biome. But first impressions so far, yeah, no, I'm really liking this. I think they've done a good job so far, at least from, like, kind of what we've seen. I'm interested to check out the lunar biome because...
Teleport now.
ASE-wise...
Here we are, right on target.
Is that a... Oh, no, that's just a flame. Ooh, that does look really cool, though. I love that particle effect. I don't know if I should be in this, if I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I don't know if that actually killed us a little bit quicker or not. So... It could be a combination that we're also dying and everything here, too. But this is a little hazy and everything, which is fine, but... can I go around this way? Let's see. I'm noticing that there's just not a lot of creatures right now, which is good. That's okay. Just something I'm noticing straight away. But I do want to check these, because I assume these are geysers, right? Which I don't believe we had back in ASE. I'm also curious, too, wasn't Genesis supposed to be one of those maps that gave you better odds with getting better creatures or something? Like, it was closer to a custom map? So far, we've only seen 5, 10s, 20s, 15s, so maybe not. We're on the verge of death, so we'll kind of just let this play out, and then I think we'll move over to the lunar biome. It's a little too quiet right now, but it is also because we're kind of just spawning in these areas, so I completely understand that, but... If you were to come back here after playing for a little bit, you know, then I might be a little more concerned. But it looks nice. It looks really nice.
What
and there we go again.
You about being careful? Weren't you listening?
All right, well, finally, we're going to move over to the lunar biome to just check this one out. And then, of course, we'll check out the big one. I'll be honest, I'm not too thrilled about this. I feel like they could have went ahead and just... Because, I don't want to harp on this too much, but because they literally just moved the ocean to a different layer, they could have went ahead and just kind of spread everything else out to take up that space. I don't know. Maybe there wasn't enough... I don't know. I feel like they could have been able to do it. Necatus would have been able to do it. Anyways, all right, here we are in the lunar biome.
That's all right. You're bouncing back.
That's right, we have no gravity in this one. Okay, cool. It's gonna take a little bit to look around. Wait, why did I just get teleported? Was I in the air too long? So, like... Wait, why did that just happen? Okay, so this is kind of what I'm used to. Where we're literally on the verge of death already. Oh, the dinos are falling out of the... Okay, so tech creatures confirmed, but... We're about to die. I don't know what that is up there with them, though. All right, we'll jump to another one.
You've got? I was kind of counting on you.
Yeah, this just makes it look like it was undone. Like, all you had to do was, instead of the snow biome here, extend it to kind of this line. Instead of this space in the lunar, just spread the lunar out sideways to here, and then extend this to here. Keep the bog the size that it is. That's fine. I don't know. Okay, but it does look like every time you spawn in, you are being spawned into the exact same spot.
That's the beauty of the Genesis simulation. You can always have another go.
Okay, can I just... Come on, switch, please, because look at our health already. Lunar biome. And we'll go west
Preparing
this
to
time.
teleport.
Yeah, because we're on the east side. All right. I mean, it looks really nice. Don't get me wrong. It looks really nice. I think we're going to die before we're able to teleport. Which, that seems to be a bit of a problem. Or we are going to teleport, but we're going to die mid-teleport. Yeah, we're already on the verge of death.
Here we go.
Yeah, watch.
Logging off.
Okay. Okay, so... Lunar biome, we can't really explore too much. Unless we literally just, right away, just try to get to a different place. But yeah, like, if you're just jumping into this as a new character... Don't, come on. Okay, come on.
You can always have another go.
Come on, you're wasting time. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. Lunar. North.
Teleport ready.
All right, let's see if we make it this time. But yeah, I kind of wanted to take a look at Genesis just as... If you're coming into this game as a new player and everything, what are you going to expect for your first time walking into this? So far, I would say the lava biome probably could be your best bet so far. Obviously, we haven't checked out the ocean or anything yet. I'm going to die before we get there. So you know what? The lunar biome's done. Yeah, you wouldn't come to this. There we go. Okay, you guys get to see a little more lunar before we go. Okay. All right, so now the moment of truth, of course. Now we're going to check out what they've been working on this entire time, and that is the ocean biome, which pretty much takes up the entire map, which that's, again, why this open space? It just seems lazy. Just seems lazy. But anywho, here we go. Let's see what they've done with this.
Can't keep a true survivor down.
Okay, so here we are. So the ocean biome has now been pretty much extended to being its own map kind of underneath or above or however you want to kind of consider it. But it's kind of like the maps are layered and this is its own layer is kind of how I'm determining it. Looking at these parasaurs now, I kind of want the parasaur from the trailer. The water looks nice. Looks really, really nice. It does look like... Oh, I got little blotchies and stuff, but hopefully that kind of stuff gets fixed. The little pixels and stuff, it makes it look like... Oh my gosh. Anyways, so yeah, no, this is definitely... Ark meets Atlas. 100%. I mean, we have this area over here, which I didn't play a lot of Atlas, so there's a Serato in there. Well, I guess we're not checking that out right this second. I think I will put myself into, like, fly mode, ghost mode, something like that at some point, just so we can take a look at the stuff. But I didn't play... Oh, what is that? Oh, that is a Genki Rex. Okay, so it's a Serato, it's a Rex. Now, anybody watching this, I do have the Paleo mod on, so the creatures you're going to see here, like the Rex in particular, is the Paleo Rex. So don't think that Wildcard went ahead and made a whole new Rex or anything. Just want to throw that out there, just in case. Ooh, we got raptors up above. Oh, yeah, this was a bad area to check out. I mean, the benefit is we do have HLNA, so we can explore, but I will say, even though this area is pretty tough, overall, it does seem like this is a little bit easier to kind of maneuver.
Coordinates locked. Time to teleport.
We'll go north and see what that actually puts us at, but right now it looks like we have a total of 4 islands that we haven't really discovered. We've only discovered one, but by checking out the other biomes. So I guess that kind of gives you the scale of the size of Genesis 1, and then...
Teleport now.
How big is Genesis? How big is the ocean? Okay.
Here we are.
So yeah,
right
the
on
ocean's
target.
like... Oh, wow. I really like the water. I really like how the water looks. And, ooh, is this normal? Oh, it's just rock. Okay. For a second, I thought it had a glisten like it was gold or something. But no, that's like barnacles. Okay. Now, how does the ocean look? Because when we were... Okay, no. So it does look normal. That's an alpha. Why do I feel like I'm swimming a lot faster? Anybody else noticing that? When we're on the surface, we're actually... Is that an Armadog? It is. All right. These guys are part of Genesis, right? Oh my god, no, we're on Genesis. I like these guys. Those are part of Extinction, right? I know, we got another puppy over there, too. That's a 130. Wow. Okay, so here's what I'm noticing, though. Look kind of how our character is... First of all, it does seem like that we have some waves and everything, which is kind of cool. We do have a little bit of current. But then right when we get in the water... It's a little tough to do because I'm like bobbing straight back up to the surface. That is quick. That seems a little too quick. All of a sudden, we all turn into like Michael Phelps or something. I don't know. Does anybody younger, like actually young, know who the hell Michael Phelps is? Showing my age there. Anyways, so it's interesting. Look at... Wow. Whoa. What is that supposed to... You can't just throw this into Ark without explaining, like, what could have made that. I mean, that is literally bigger than... I mean, that's bigger than the Extinction Kaijus. Ooh, is there like a area for a potential base back here too? Maybe not, but it would be kind of cool to live under the ribs of this creature. The heck is this thing, though? Oh, I didn't like that. I'm going to assume we're... Well, I'm not going to assume anything. I'm seeing snakes and Arthropleura up there, which makes me think we're kind of near a cave, potentially? I guess I'm wondering if I keep going this way? No. The lighting looks nice. I'm very curious about this creature, because that creature is just massive. Massive, massive, massive. I mean, even this right here. Look at this. Look at the ribs right here. That's a pretty big creature. That's bigger than a Giga. You know? There's no way the Giga's this size. If I can't even get up there, because apparently my... If Wildcard wants to give us a nice little DLC, allow our character to not only climb, but be able to jump like an actual human being would be great. Oh, my lord. Okay. It looks very nice. I'm just a little confused about it because we literally just went from a Atlas-like biome into desert. Back into ocean. It kind of reminds me... I don't know why. It kind of reminds me of Ragnarok. I really don't know why. All right, but let's jump around. And then... Come on. There we go. 5th time's a charm. Actually, I should probably look at the map first and see where we are. I mean, I would assume we're north. Maybe we'll try, like, northwest then and see if it puts us anywhere different.
Preparing to teleport.
Ooh. Oh, another thing. Okay, so you can leave the teleporting area. You have to stay in the bubble. Okay. So it's not like one of those things that could potentially move along with you just because I see raptors right there, so... I'm hoping in the next patch they pick up the speed of this because we literally have that raptor. You better get out of there. Thank you.
Here we are, right on target.
Okay. And yeah, look at this. We got something over here. I do appreciate when they put these structures and stuff, so I am a fan of this. Ooh, a waterfall, too. A parrot. That's right, they added the parrot. Okay, this place does look cool. Can I loot these? Can I get anything out of these? No. These aren't like the boxes from Ragnarok? No. All right, let's see what we have here then. Oh, we got a building here. All right. Can I get in these buildings is the question, though. Or is it just a structure? See, I would have liked to have access to this. But yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's like a tropical... It's a tropical biome with a little bit of desert and stuff involved, too. I don't know. But correct me if I'm wrong. Eventually, the things that they've moved, or the things that they've done on this map, rather, will eventually move to the other maps, right? So when it comes to the water and the physics and all that kind of stuff, eventually that stuff is going to move over, right? Because then it would almost be like... I feel like it has to move over at some point. you know? All right. We'll zoom around somewhere else, and then I think we'll start kind of... we're in the northwest right now, so let's go south. West. Let's go east.
Coordinates locked.
Let's see where
Time
that
to
puts us.
teleport. Here we go. Coordinates confirmed. Teleport complete.
All right, so this is east. I feel like we're on the same island that we were just on. I could be wrong. Now, with the ocean biome, obviously, yeah, look, see? So it just put us on the same island, just on the opposite side. All right. Well. There we go. Have a little bit of water. Let's try somewhere else then. Maybe south.
Preparing to teleport.
And then we'll start kind of looking at the levels. We'll see kind of the other items and stuff that they've thrown into this. Obviously, if you have the Tides of Fortune, you'll also go ahead and just have a bunch of stuff, honestly. Now, for those of you, if anybody is out there, that does not have Tides of Fortune,
Teleport activated.
you'll obviously have access to the ocean. You just won't be able
Teleporting always makes
to
me a bit dizzy.
make the... Oh. All right, so there are flyers, but I don't think you can tame them, right? Okay, so this is a pretty big map. It is kind of similar to... What is that? Is that Silica Bruce? Oh, wow. Okay. This is a cool looking spot. That kind of looks like a mouth, doesn't it? It's a cool looking area. What I was going to ask was, for anybody who has not purchased Tides of Fortune yet and stuff, do you guys have access to the parrot? Or is it one of those things where... Oh, look at that. We got a little wave coming in. Look at that. We could just sit here and watch this. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I was going to say, I did see a light up there. Oh, we got a Bigfoot over here, too. That's kind of interesting. All right, let's check out the water a bit. So, yeah, look how fast we're swimming. I don't know. This just seems a little silly, right? Especially because... Oh, I remember the amount of sharks. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't know if you guys saw that, but there was like 15 sharks all together fighting something. But see how all of a sudden we get to the surface and now... Oh, we got a treasure map here. All of a sudden we're like really slow. Collect treasure map. There we go. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Use to ping the location of the treasure. What do? I just click A. Oh, consume it. It is 11,290 meters in that direction. 11,000 meters. Okay, let's give ourselves an idea of how big this map is then. That is north. Okay. Now, we're not going to be able to open it, of course, and everything, but I kind of just want to get an idea. Yeah, I'm curious what the storms are going to be like and everything, too, because it did say that they're kind of... not fixing the weather, but they've definitely made some updates to it, right? I would assume, too, especially if you have a ship out on the open water, there's going to be more storms and maybe the waves get bigger. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know.
Teleport now. Coordinates confirmed. Teleport complete.
Okay, so if you go all the way north, it's another 10,000 meters in this direction. Okay, so this seems very big. Let's see if we can actually get to that point. I would say probably we're going to go west
Preparing
first.
to teleport.
But I would say so far, if you were somebody that saw Genesis 1 coming out, you've never played Ark before, you're jumping straight into this for your first time, you're checking out Genesis as your first map, you probably, would go the ocean biome. That's kind of what I'm assuming.
Teleport activated.
Build up your character, kind of get an idea of how this game works and everything, and
Coordinates
then
confirmed. Teleport complete.
you could start moving to the other ones, but I feel all the other ones have some kind of... Yeah, 16,000. I mean, we are kind of all over the place. Now, of course, as you're building yourself up, you're going to get yourself into rafts and all that kind of stuff. So this... Okay, so this is kind of interesting, because now we're getting kind of the... If you guys remember back in ASE, we would have some of the ocean biome land masses that were just extreme vegetation, but trees like this just doesn't... I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me, but I don't know. I'm really not trying to be too critical, because it looks gorgeous. I am excited to play this map at some point, you know. I think if you were one of those people jumping into Ark for your first time and everything, you really should start on the island. But I would say start in this biome first, being the ocean biome, just because the size of it and everything too. It seems relatively easy. We really haven't had anything coming after us. And I mean, look at this. We're like running in the woods here. We're apparently in the middle of the ocean based on the map. Now, were these islands procedurally generated? So is it going to be random for every single person? Or random on every experience that you're playing in this game? Because that would be kind of interesting too. So, like, if one of you loads up your game right now and tries to find this spot that I'm in, which, again, apparently we're in the middle of the ocean, this island may not be here for you. Or it's here, or this style of island is here, it's just in a different spot. Which would be kind of interesting. I guess as we're starving to death and everything here, how quickly can our character move in the water once we actually get out to the ocean? Could you theoretically swim all the way to another island? You're going to be slower on the surface. Am I going to get any stand back or no? No, I'm not. Shoot. Okay. Yes, I am. Okay. Hopefully nothing attacks us. But yeah, the physics look pretty good. Okay, so once we're standing still completely, that's when our stam goes back up. Okay. I am hearing a lot of different noises too, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, look how fast we're going underwater. Like, I feel like we're able to keep up with dolphins and stuff. Our oxygen meter is barely going down. And mind you, this is a level 1 character. We haven't put any levels into this yet. We are dying only because I'm completely out of food. Yeah, this is kind of crazy, actually. I will admit, this is a little nervy. Whoa, wait. You guys see what level this is? Level 1015. Now, get back here. I want to see. Does it give me the option to, like, passively tame you? Like, why would that even be? 1015. Okay, come here. Come here. So, no, clearly it's not allowing you to tame it. But why would it even be available? Yeah, why is this even a thing?
G'day, Survivor. Ready for adventure?
Thank you. But, like, that doesn't make sense. 1015 and 1020. How deep does the ocean go, by the way? I mean, I feel like we're going pretty far down. Again, we're just going to die because no food. Not anything to do with stamina or anything like that.
Not your fault. That one's on me.
Okay, so yeah, this is a relatively big size.
That's the beauty of the Genesis simulation. You can always have another go.
All right, let's kind of see if we can start building up our character, maybe get ourselves into a raft, just so we can explore a little bit easier. What are your guys' thoughts so far? I'd be curious to hear what you guys are thinking of Genesis 1 so far, whether it's through living vicariously through me, watching this live stream, or if you guys are personally playing it on your end. How are you guys enjoying it so far? Are you enjoying it? Are you not enjoying it? What are you liking? What are you not liking? We have 5 levels here. Let's also take a look and see if we've added anything new. So Dragontopia has added the... That's that, like, grapple-y thing. I honestly thought that was a skin, but no, apparently it's not. And I don't know what that is. Is that a helmet? I don't know. All right. Tides of Fortune has given us a... Oh, the shovel. So the shovel... Okay, so if you don't have Bob's Tall Tales, at least you can still get the shovel. That makes sense. Okay, good, good. At least they... What is that? That's a saddle of some type. Huh? Okay, we got ships. We got cannonballs. I don't know what that is at level 60, but that's okay. Then we have Lost Colony. We have Bob's Tall Tales. And then Genesis 1. What do we have here? Oh, yeah. Okay, so we have the net. We have the pressure plate. We have the... what is it called? The ocean platform, which I like this one the best, the level 25 one. I think it looks the nicest out of all of them. Actually, is the level 25 one the wood one, or is that the one that has like the kind of, I call it the like turtle kind of look. I don't know why. I don't know what that is. Is it the ammo box? Mega Shellion saddle, I think that's the other platform. One of them is metal. Oh, okay, so maybe I'm just making it up. It's just the metal one and then the other one. Okay. Huh. I don't know what that is. 65. Okay. But yeah, I think the raft is still unlocked at level 16, right? Okay, so at least we could get to the raft category. Okay, that's nice. 5 levels. Let's go ahead and put that into some weight. There we go. Let's see if we can make anything right now. I can make you, I can make you, and I can make you, so at least I can at least be able to walk around not as squishy. Let's see if that is considered a rock. It is. Awesome. Let's do my favorite thing in the world, punch trees. Stone pick, cool. And then just checking into live streams looking okay for you guys. Audio's sounding okay for you guys. Just want to make sure, because it keeps throwing me off. The kind of the little smaller version that I see on my screen has been completely blurry. So I just want to make sure that's what you guys aren't experiencing on your end. I did do a private live stream before coming on just to make sure that everything was looking okay, and it seemed to look okay, you know. But never hurts to check in. Let's switch over to first person, because if you're a low level, I'm going to try to get... Yep, that's exactly what I was looking for. Oh, no. Shoot. Give me that spear back. All right, where did he go? Shoot. I don't know why I thought throwing a spear at him, it was going to be a one-shot. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Come on. Get over. Would be easier if you had a kid, because then you'd actually fight back. Come on. Oh, we're so close. All right, turn around, come back this way. Ah, shoot. All right, well. Just say, I guess we're fighting a Dillo now. Where'd that body go? Gonna get some hide somehow. All right, where's that Parasaur? Not letting that thing go. All right, maybe I... Oh, no, it's up there. I see it. I was about to say, oh, maybe I did let it go. In comparison, this also, to me, not that I played it a lot, so I can't really confirm it too much, but I am getting a little bit of Astraeos vibes from this map. Am I correct in saying so? And if you were to compare the two, kind of how is this looking compared to Astraeos at this time? All right, we're going to throw these two on just to give us a little bit more. But yeah, I do think I want to make a few more spears just to make sure we have a few more on us. I think we need, what, 120 fiber, something like that. Which I think we're there. And we have enough spears. So let's see, how many can I make? I can make 7. Okay, we'll make 7 to start. That's cool. All right, put that on, and we will do another level into weight. Just trying to get to level 16 as much as possible, as quickly as possible, rather. Just so we can go ahead and check out. Now, have we checked this out already? Is this where we were earlier, where we saw the Ceratos and the Rex? Is this where we were? Or is this a different one? Because it looks a little different from here. No, I think this is the same place. All I'm going to get is 2 Ceratos just aggroed onto me. Oh, maybe not. Oh, no, the alpha. Oh, God, the alpha's there. Okay, so no, that is the same. All right, go back. I will say on this map, the clouds look a little more natural than we've had in the past, so I like that. What level are you? What do you want? You want Mejoberries. All right, fine. That should be easy to get. There we go. Mejoberries and... we got our first tame to make our life so much easier. There we go. Awesome. All right. Now wait, what level are you? A level 5. And you want giant bee honey. Of course you do. All right, that's fine. We got a level 29 Moschops. Now, come here, Moschops. We're going to try something. Because you're actually pretty good at fighting if I'm riding you. Ooh, not that good. I would love to get an Iguanodon. Ooh, we got raptors. Ooh. We have Theries in this area too? Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, we're out of stam. All right, come on. Chase him down. We got this. Where did it go? There it is. Come on. Cut him off. No! Come on, cut him off. Oh, forget it. No, don't bring me to the ferry. That's a nice looking ferry, by the way. All right. Mo shops. I guess we're gonna skip that and go for something else. If you guys know how I can switch the camera here, I feel like I'm like really far from Mo shops. Yeah, it's almost distracting. Like I can't really get an idea or gauge on the area. I think it's in the settings somewhere. Hey, how's it going, Sean? All right, I'll be right back, guys. Give me a second. All right. Let me get back in here. Just want to let everyone know, got about a 5-minute warning until the live stream is going to end. My wife is on her way home, so... And then I think, honestly, once she gets back, we're both going to be going to bed. We got a very long day for the 4th, so... but overall, yeah, no, I actually really like how the maps look. I think they did go ahead and put all of their work into the ocean map just because, again, using a lot of Atlas stuff. And, of course, we barely scratched the surface on that. I completely understand since we're literally just starting now and everything. But still the idea and the thoughts and everything were there. I will admit, like I said earlier, I am not too thrilled of the way that they've placed the rest of the maps. I think that seems a little lazy, if I'm going to be honest. And if you guys are confused on what I'm talking about, let me... Ooh, there's something blue out there. You guys see that? Huh. All right. I think we're going to do it. Let's see what that is. Come on. Oh, wait, no. The Mo Shops is still following me. Shoot. Okay, well. Oh, well. I guess we'll get to see kind of the sheer size of this map and everything. I saw the bright light and was just like, what is that? Okay, so you do have some really interesting... Oh, look at this one. Do you know what this... Okay, wait. We're going to back up for a second because this reminds me of something. And I know a lot of people aren't going to... It's not really a game that a lot of Ark Survival people, I feel like, would play. But this reminds me, and let me kind of switch myself over to first person. If you guys have ever played or have seen any content on Anno 1800, there's a couple of their procedural maps and their islands and stuff. One of them looks almost identical to this. Not as sandy and stuff. Oh my gosh. Okay, like, if we were doing a Genesis series, like if I... even this. Oh, look, there's a cave. Okay, so there's a cave in here. Oh, a legitimate cave. Yeah, there's... Okay. Yeah, a lot of Megalanias. And it just kind of takes you out to the other side. Oh. A couple of Megalania tried to jump me. Okay. Really cool. Is that a... Oh, it is a parrot. Wait, is that a... Yeah, it is. Okay. For a second, I'm like, wait, what is a toucan doing here? Okay. Looks very cool. Like, I would try to build a base on this one just because, like I said, instantaneously it reminded me of that. So this would definitely be that kind of place to call home. But I want to check these out real quick and see what this is about because not only... Ooh, so there are, like, NP... Fortress mission initiated. Destroy every artillery tower. Structures remaining 8. So we would have to take out the pirate ships, or would we team up with the pirates? Oh, well.
Really? You gonna let a thing like that
Well,
do
apparently
you?
we just got shut down. Okay.
Yes, you are.
Let's jump into that one more time. I think what we'll do is we'll check out another thing I just noticed.
Can't keep a true survivor down.
Which I did see a blue one. I also saw a red one. Yeah, so I'm going to assume that if you either destroy, save, whatever the mission is, this is going to be based on difficulty. Like, I assume the red is going to be a lot harder. Okay, so, like, what about this one? Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is an alpha. Naval assault. Destroy every artillery tower. There's 8 of them. Where's the 8th, though? Artillery towers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm counting 5. Maybe there's also... Oh, 6. Another one just spawned in. 7. 8. Okay. Oh, it's literally these. Yeah, see? Interesting, interesting. And then I assume once you destroy it, you kind of plunder the village here. Ooh, wait, what is that? Hey! Paleo octopus. Looking a little glitchy. I'm not gonna lie. Doesn't it look a little... I don't know if that's really how it should be moving, but still looks kind of silly. I guess we'll see if we can get a... Ooh, Xiphactinus too? Yeah, we just got taken. That's okay. That was a
Stay up,
150.
Survivor. You hear me?
Wow.
Can you still hear me?
And that was also an X-Zyphactinus. So I don't recall... First of all, the Zyphactinus was not in ASE, correct? So that tells me that we have new X-variant creatures. That's interesting. And I think that's where we're going to leave it. Interesting concept. I like it. I do feel that they went a little lazy with the route, if I'm going to be honest. Just, this is what irks me right here. And I've talked about it a lot in the live stream, and I don't want this to seem like I'm being negative and everything about it, but just... did they think nobody was going to comment on this? This is a little lazy, in my opinion. As I said before, you could have made the snow biome just a little bit bigger, which would have shortened the lunar biome, but you could have spread the lunar biome out to 50. You could have spread this out to 50, just so you're utilizing all of that space and everything. And then, of course, yeah, the ocean biome is pretty much the entire thing on the bottom. Interesting concept. I'm going to be honest, I think a lot of, not speculation, but hope, ideas that, oh, maybe they'll do this, maybe they'll do that. Those turned out kind of better than how this turned out. That's going to irk me, if I'm going to be honest. I don't want that to be the theme of the live stream and everything, guys. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts in the chat and everything. Guys, thank you so much for coming out to this live stream. I know it's a little bit shorter of a one. I know we kind of just looked around and, you know, kind of started building ourselves up and everything, but just wanted to kind of do a first impression of it. If this is your first time playing Ark, if this is your first time jumping into Genesis, I would recommend going over to the ocean biome, build yourself up in this area, and then eventually move over to a couple of these, depending on how well built you get your character. I would say if you're going to choose between the bog, the Arctic, the volcanic, and lunar, I'm still going to go the Arctic. I know it's a little bit cold, but once you get yourself maybe hide armor, you probably should be able to withstand it. Maybe a little bit more, but I think the Arctic biome would be where I would end up. But that's going to wrap this one up, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, for those of you that are potentially watching this after the live stream, let me know down in the comments, video quality, audio quality, all of that. I hope you guys are excited for the next episode of The Long Dark. That will be coming out on Tuesday. Very excited for you guys to see that, even though it is going to be an extremely long episode, but nevertheless, I hope you guys enjoy that. Hope you guys enjoy future content coming to the channel. If you guys want to see more live streams, let me know. I will do my best to try to do more of these. Can't guarantee anything, but let me know. And that is going to wrap this up. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Whoops. Probably just scared the crap out of you people.